Hey everybody, this is Scotty, and today we'll be talking about the Venezuelan crisis of 1895. The Venezuelan crisis of 1895 occurred over Venezuela's long-standing dispute with the United Kingdom about the territory of Essequibo and Guyana Essequiba, which Britain claimed as part of British Guyana and Venezuela saw as Venezuelan territory. As the dispute became a crisis, the key issue became Britain's refusal to include in the proposed international arbitration the territory east of Schrambeck Line, which a surveyor had drawn half a century earlier as a boundary between Venezuela and the former Dutch territory of British Guyana. The crisis ultimately saw Britain accept the United States' intervention in the dispute to force arbitration of the entire disputed territory, and tacitly accept the United States' right to intervene under the Monroe Doctrine. A tribunal convened in Paris in 1898 to decide the matter, and in 1899 awarded the bulk of the disputed territory to British Guyana. The dispute had become a diplomatic crisis in 1895 when Venezuela's lobbyist William S. Scruggs sought to argue that British behavior over the issue violated the Monroe Doctrine of 1823 and used his influence in Washington, D.C. to pursue the matter. The U.S. President Grover Cleveland adopted a broad interpretation of the doctrine that did not just forbid new European colonies, but declared an American interest in any matter within the hemisphere. British Prime Minister Lord Salisbury and the British ambassador to Washington, Julian Paunceforte, misjudged the importance of the American government placed on the dispute, prolonging the crisis before ultimately accepting the American demand for arbitration of the entire territory. By standing with the Latin American nation against European colonial powers, Cleveland improved relations with the United States' southern neighbors, but the cordial manner in which negotiations were conducted also made for good relations with Britain. However, by backing down in the face of a strong U.S. declaration of a strong interpretation of the Monroe Doctrine, Britain tacitly accepted the doctrine, and the crisis thus provided a basis for the expansion of U.S. interventionism in the Americas. Leading British historian Robert Arthur Humphreys later called the crisis one of the most momentous episodes in the history of Anglo-American relations in general, and of Anglo-American rivalries in Latin America in particular. For more information, see the Wikipedia article.
Thanks for watching. I'm pursuing my passion for public speaking by reading 100 news articles in 100 days and publishing the recordings to YouTube. Do you have tips, tricks, or news article suggestions? Share them with me in the comment section below. Thank you and have a nice day.